Welcome one and all to the Gaming Blind with SammoBam Let's Play of Pokemon Red, Little Cup Edition. I have to tell you something before I go too much further in this game. This is actually the second time that I am recording this, and there are a couple of reasons for that. The first is that I made a bit of a boo-boo when I started my playthrough of this, because normally I get the patch files for these sorts of games from one of two sources, for Pokemon games specifically. I'll either get them from romhacking.net, or I will get them from the Poke Community website, which is usually just like a giant forum of all the different like hacks and upgrades and patches and whatever you can do for all the different Pokemon games. Turns out, the location where I got the patch for Pokemon Red Little Cup had an outdated version that did not fix everything in the game. I will tell you really quickly what the heck Pokemon Little Cup Edition is now, and then I'll tell you what was going wrong, what went wrong with the first time I played through this game. I will also tell you that I recorded 7 episodes of this before I found out what the heck was going on, because there were some issues, but I just thought that they were like features that the developer of this hack had decided, oh, I'll do this to dissuade the player from doing certain things. Like, he didn't, like, in the version of the patch that I had played, he didn't change the levels for Giovanni's Pokemon in the Rocket Game Corner or Silphco. And I thought, okay, well, he didn't change it in the Rocket Game Corner because he didn't want people to get the Silphscope because he thought that Ghastly was too powerful, so he didn't want people to have Ghastly. So it's like, okay, that's fine, that makes sense. But when it's like, okay, he has like level 37 Pokemon, and by the way, this is how I'll explain the game real quick. So, Pokemon Little Cup Edition means that every Pokemon in the game is set to level 5. No exceptions, nothing. They have to be first stage evolutions. They cannot gain experience points, they cannot gain levels, they cannot evolve. They can't learn any new moves by level up. You know what? I'm going to do something that I'm not going to leave it. I was going to say I'll try to reset for better stats. Not worth it. So the issue with the version of the patch that I was playing was that certain things were not fixed. So, for example, some of the gift Pokemon that you get, like the Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee from the Fighting Dojo, and the fossils were not. They did not have their levels adjusted. So it's like those are level 30 Pokemon. So I thought, okay, I guess I just won't use those instead of just getting them fixed. They just like, well, the levels are wrong, so I just won't use them. But then Giovanni's Pokemon were not level adjusted. So it's like, okay, we're in Rocket Game Corner. I'm using level 5 Pokemon. He has a level 27 Rhyhorn. It's like, okay, I can't win this. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll just move on to Silphco, and we'll go from there. And it's like, oh, he has level 37 Pokemon. I cannot actually win this at all. So it took me a while to find out that I was actually using the wrong version of the patch, and that there is an updated version of the patch that I should be using specifically for retro achievements, which is the other reason that I wanted to restart this game. I have to use my potion. Oh, I don't need to use my potion. I didn't need to use my potion. I was stupid because I can't gain experience points anyway, so why did I bother? I was so dumb. That is part of the not mental block, but that is part of the thing that muscle memory. Sorry, that's the phrase I was trying to think of. That's the muscle memory that I have with this game, is that I have to make sure the Bulbasaur doesn't get knocked out. You don't, because you don't get that much money anyway. So I finally, after 7 episodes of this, I finally did some research because I wanted to see how I can do retro achievements with this thing, which is another thing that I don't remember if I talked about it with any other games, but I know I talked about it when I was playing this game. So I will mention briefly, I'll talk briefly about what retro achievements are. You'll see them pop up occasionally when I actually, get one of them. But basically retro achievements are like you know how you get achievements and achievement points and everything for Xbox and PlayStation games? Quite a few years ago, some folks thought, hey, why don't we do that for retro games? So they made this website, and it's actually blossomed into a very prolific website. I haven't used retro achievements in quite some time, so a lot has changed, which is actually kind of cool. Because one of the things I didn't even know about until today when I started recording, which, by the way, because I had to kind of scrap the recordings that I had done for this game, I'm actually recording this the day before it's going to be posted. So I kind of have to hurry through these first few episodes just to make sure that I can get them out on time. But I didn't know until today that RetroArch, which is the emulator, or the sort of emulator suite that I have been using for the past while, actually has retro achievements integrated into it. I didn't know that until today, because I was on the Retro Achievements website thinking, okay, I have to get some different emulators in order to be able to do the retro achievements. Turns out, no, I don't. It's just integrated into RetroArch, which is really cool. So I can, basically all I had to do was go into the settings menu and then log into my Retro Achievements account, and it's set up. It's like, it's so cool. I didn't realize that that it was so simple. It used to be that you had to get separate specific versions of the emulator just to get retro achievements to work properly. Now apparently it's just integrated directly into RetroArch. So bravo to both the Retro Achievements and RetroArch team for doing this, because using separate emulators specifically for retro achievements was getting to be a real pain in the ass. So we'll see if it works, because I don't have the list of achievements in front of me, but I need to actually open them up, because the first achievement that you can do is to beat Gary in the optional battle. So we're going to do that. I have to catch at least one other Pokemon before I do that, though, because Bulbasaur is not going to be able to survive 2 fights, or 2 different Pokemon. So we'll see. I will probably catch both a Pidgey and a Rattata, and maybe a Nidoran. Okay, I can't run away. Still can't run. Okay, come on, Bulbasaur. You can do it. For the love of God, you can do it. Thank you. This is why I was thinking about resetting, to try and get better stats on Bulbasaur, because like all of its stats seem painfully average and possibly low. So I don't know. I don't know quite what I'm going to do with this one yet. I might. There is an achievement that you can get for finishing the game without using or picking up any TMs or using any TMs, which sounds terrifying. Because if you think about it, nearly every Pokemon in this game pretty much only has, a couple moves from the start. So you've got like, most of them are going to have like Tackle or like Scratch or Growl or something. Not many Pokemon are going to have many moves available. I don't even, I don't need Burn Heals. No one's going to have any probably most Pokemon won't have any paralyzing attacks either. So I didn't really need to buy the Paralyzed Heals. It's mostly just antidotes for dealing with Weedles, I think. But anyway, so I'm going to grab a couple of Pokermans down here. Find a Pidgey and a Rattata, just because both are decent at the start. They're not amazing, but Rattata has same type attack bonus on its tackle attack, so I can't complain about that. Also has Tail Whip, which is great for lowering defense. I will definitely need that for the Brock fight. Because, yikes. Okay, did I not heal Bulbasaur? I totally didn't. Okay, it's fine. Don't want to lose half my money to a Rattata, please. Wild Rattata, okay. Was not expecting that. Okay, this might get real icky. Okay, hit Tail Whipped again, thank goodness. The plus side of this game is that there's no grinding necessary. So it's like the almost exact opposite of Blue Kaizo. Like, I don't have to spend hours upon hours level grinding. I can just go, I'm looking forward to just never having to like bother. Okay, that Rattata has amazing, it does a good attack stat and great speed and tackle and tail up. That's all I was expecting out of it. So that's great. That 13 speed is going to come in very, very handy. And the whole game is basically going to be trying to figure out like what combinations of Pokemon will be very useful against certain battles. Because I was thinking about certain things. There are some of the retro achievements in here that was some. I think one of them was like, go through Rock Tunnel without opening your backpack. And all I'm thinking is like, okay, so we can't heal, which is a bit rough, but it's possible, I guess. But the thing is, you kind of need to think about the team that you have. So I'm not gonna bother with catching another Rattata. I could try to farm for a better Rattata, but why? You know? Can I run away? Thank you. I should probably just put Rattata out front. That would have been a better call here. Because at least it could probably... Oh, it has a bad to HP stat, though. That's probably why. It's like, oh, it's got good attack and good speed, but bad HP. That's much better. We can run away. Okay. I just want to get a Pidgey, because Pidgey has Sand Attack, and Sand Attack is amazing. Can I find anything other than a Rattata, please? I could also feasibly catch a Nidoran over on the next route over to the west. Because Nidoran's not too bad. Nidoran has decent defense, and it has, if I remember correctly, Tackle and Growl. Game, please. I know things other than Rattatas exist out here. I just want to get at least one achievement today. Please. Give me a Pidgey. Thank you. Okay. I'm just going to tackle. I'm not going to worry about tail whipping this thing. Because, well, that was a crit. Never mind. Okay, that did a lot more damage than I thought it was going to. That's fine. That's also fine. No big deal. Can we catch this Pidgey, please? And I didn't mention this before, but I was meant to. Was that my starter choice in the first time I played through this game was Squirtle. Because I thought, well, Squirtle has the best defense out of the 3 starters. And most of these Pokemon are probably going to be using normal type attacks. So I'll go with Squirtle. Turns out, Squirtle was a terrible choice, because Squirtle has a terrible attack and terrible speed stats. So, I should have gone with Bulbasaur. I could have gone with Charmander also, but I decided to go with Bulbasaur because Bulbasaur's my favorite, and why would I not go with my favorite? So, let's see here. So, Pidgey... Hey, this Pidgey has better attack stat than the one that I got in my last game. That's good. I think it has worse speed, though, but that's fine. No big deal. So Pidgey has Gust and Sand Attack. Sand Attack is going to be pretty important. I have to check one thing real quick, and I'm sorry that the game is going to be muted for a few seconds, but I wanted to check something, because I meant to open up the achievements page for Pokemon Red Little Cup Edition. So bear with me for just a moment here. Because I just wanted to make sure that I don't miss any achievements. There we go. Little Cup Red. Okay. So, let's see. So, first one is, in fact, defeat your rival before traveling to Pewter City. Okay. That shouldn't be too difficult since I have more Pokemon than he does at this point. So, okay. Let's lead with Rattata. I'm going to save again, because why not? Some of these achievements are interesting, I will say, because there are, you know, defeat these gym leaders, and then there's a secondary one that's like defeat these gym leaders while only using a certain amount of Pokemon and not using specific moves. So it's kind of interesting. Okay, Nidoran female, I will probably catch. Did I not put Rattata out front, or was it out front and I just totally didn't? I totally forgot it was out front, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. Whoops. All right, that's fine. I will come back and catch a Nidoran female in a bit, after I defeat Gary. So, with any luck, if I did this correctly, if I set up my Retro Achievements thing correctly in RetroArch, once I beat Gary, there should be a little thing that pops up on the screen that says, achievement unlocked. So, we'll see what happens here. I might have to cough for a second, I'm sorry. Okay. So, Gary, all of his Pokemon are going to be the same, they're always going to have like the same levels. They're always going to be like, it's going to be like his team was before, but everything is going to be level 5. So like, he might have an Abra, but he's never going to have an Alakazam. Okay, Charmander, I'm going to keep Rattata in and Tail Whip. It might get knocked out, but that's okay, because I'm going to probably use Pidgey afterwards. Oh wow. Rattata actually survived. I'll use another Tail Whip. What the heck? Okay. Good. That's fine. That's okay. No big deal. I can live with that. Let's use PIDGEY, because I at least get same type attack bonus off of Gust, and there's, of course, a Growl. I should have used a Sand attack. My bad. That still did it. Okay, that was a crit, so that actually did less damage than it would have done normally. Of course, Charmander growled twice, so my... Okay, you're throwing the game. Thanks, buddy. Okay, that works. Now, is the thing going to pop up? Okay, it did. It didn't make the noise, though, that it usually does. Okay, like I said, I haven't used retro achievements in quite some time, so it did not make it used to make the little Microsoft, or the Xbox achievement unlocked sound effect, but now it just does a little tiny silent achievement notification up at the top. But it popped up, so it works, which is great. So I got my first achievement for this game. I feel pretty good about that. Haven't done retro achievements in many, many years, so I like doing this. Nidoran female, I will probably grab. Because, again, she has pretty decent defenses from what I remember. Not great offenses, but she also has Growl. Which... Bulbasaur's starting to feel like not the best choice here. Just because its attack stat is not very good. Also, this Nidoran is apparently... Oh no, sorry, that was a speed tie. Okay, my bad. Okay. Do like 1 or 2 more hits. 1 more, probably. Maybe should have growled at this thing first, but it's fine. Totally fine. Okay. Glad that crit didn't do any more damage. Good. So Nidoran female is actually going to be very useful against poison types, because she resists poison attacks, and she can't be poisoned herself. So, pretty useful actually early on when I have to deal with Weedles and whatnot. Okay, so she has good defense, actually pretty good stats all around. Not quite as good as Bulbasaur, but that's not bad. She's pretty good. Okay, this is enough of a team for me to take at this point. So, oh wait, hold on. So I have to be a little careful with the items that I pick up, because I don't remember exactly where all the TMs are, and I don't want to accidentally pick up a TM, because, like I said, one of the achievements... Let me find it. Hold on, let me scroll down here. One of the achievements is beat the Indigo Plateau without picking up any TMs in the entire game, unavoidable TMs excluded. So I don't know if that means that I can't also use the unavoidable TMs. I'm assuming that means I can't use TMs at all. So I'm going to do my best to not use TMs, because TMs make this game ludicrously easy. When it's like, oh, you can just give something Earthquake, and you can give another Pokemon Ice Beam, and you can give another Pokemon Rock Slide, and you can give another Pokemon Fire Blast. It's like, well, that makes the game just too easy. So, okay, so the next achievement that we have coming up, and yeah, I know I don't necessarily have to have the achievement list in front of me, but I want it because I don't want to miss stuff, because this is one of those things that all the achievements are basically within the confines of the story. So if I miss it on like this first playthrough, that means I have to play through the entire game again, and I don't want to do that. Not that I don't dislike this game, but I would like to be able to get all of the achievements in one go. So the next 2 achievements involve defeating Brock. One of them is just defeat Brock normally. The next achievement is, or the similar achievement, is defeat Rock at the Pewter City Gym using a maximum of 2 Pokemon. There's no restriction on items, thankfully, so if I need to go pick up a few extra potions, then that's fine. I will probably bring Rattata and Pidgey with me, because Rattata has Tail Whip, that can lower defense. Pidgey has Sand Attack, which can lower accuracy. And also, I'm very tempted to try and... I don't remember who's out front. Why is Bulbasaur always out front? Get out of here. I need to put Rattata out front because it's faster. And I don't really think I need to fight any trainers, quite frankly. I shouldn't have bought so many items here. That was a mistake of mine, because I only have 750 bucks. So I would really like, in the forest, I would really like to be able to find a Pikachu, because the rock tunnel has, there are I think a couple trainers that have like Slowpokes, and Slowpoke has Confusion this early, and I do not want to deal with that. So if I have to be able to make it through all of Rock Tunnel without without opening my backpack, then I'm going to need something in order to beat those Slowpokes. So I'm hoping to find a Pikachu. That's not a Pikachu game. At least that was my understanding of how... So I'm sorry if I'm going to be wandering up and around here for a little while, trying to find a Pikachu, but I really would like to find a Pikachu. Because let me try and find that achievement that I saw down here specifically for that one. Okay. I know that other Pokemon exist out here, game. Unless they just removed... They just removed Pikachu from here. I did see in the change log of this game that they did change the encounter rate for several areas. Not this place, obviously, but like the Pokemon Tower and a few other places, the encounter rate was lowered to like 1%. Diglett's Cave was another one, because I spent an absurd amount of time trying to find a Diglett in my other playthrough of this. So, yeah. Okay, where is this? Okay, go through the entirety of Rock Tunnel for the first time without opening your backpack. It says 1 session. I don't know if that means that I have to go through the entirety of Rock Tunnel in one go, or if I can, like if I get, well, I guess I can't use Dig, so I guess I can't actually escape very easily. I could use escape ropes, but I don't have enough money for that. Caterpie I'm not interested in. I just want Pikachu. You know, I'm actually I'm gonna go look around for stuff a little bit further down here, because like I have to continue on in not Rock Tunnel, in the forest. I have to keep going. So like there's no reason for me not to just, you know, go further. I do have to fight this one kid with his Weedle, but at least it's not a level 9 Weedle, so it's all good. Okay. Let's grab the potion here too, because I'm going to need them against Brock. Early on, it's going to be very difficult because there's a premium on not items, but on there's a premium on money. So it's really hard to, because I want to be able to have enough items to get through some of these gyms, but also I need to make sure that I have... What am I trying to say here? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but good job, Nidoran. Missed your first attack. Please don't keep missing. Thank you. Oh wow, that did a lot more damage than I expected it to. Was that a crit? It might have been. I don't know. This is one of the best reasons to have Nidoran, is just because she resists poison attacks, and there are enough trainers early on that have, you know, Weedles and whatnot, that it'd be silly not to have a poison type. The other thing about this game is that I believe pretty much every trainer around here gives out less money than they used to. Like in the entire game, they give out less money than they used to. So that's the other reason money is at a premium. Is there's just, you're not going to get as much money as you did in the first game because all the Pokemon are weaker. I guess that's just the game calculates how much money you make based on the levels of the Pokemon or the evolution. I don't know how it works. No idea. What I do know is that I really would like a Pikachu. I'd also like to beat Brock before the end of this episode, but I have no idea how long this episode's been going because I have the Retro Achievements page up in front of me. So give me 2 seconds here. There we go. Wasn't even 2 seconds, was it? Oh, we're still relatively early in this episode. That's fine. I really do want a Pikachu, though. Also, I'd really like to get a Spearow at some point because Spearow has Peck, and Peck is amazing in this game. That's because same type of attack bonus, and Spearow has great attack and speed. So it'd be very useful against bug trainers, except there aren't a whole lot of bug trainers after the first couple routes. But still, Spearow's great. I don't know who I'm going to keep on the team, though. I may try to farm for a Geodude also in Mount Moon, just because, you know, anything that can resist normal type attacks is kind of amazing. So, like, Geodude and Ghastly would be just, quite frankly, incredible for this run. So I might look for a Geodude in Mount Moon. And I will tell you this, I mentioned this in my other in the first attempted playthrough of this game that I didn't realize until very recently that Geodude is, well, I mean, okay, let me back up. I realized that a lot of Pokemon, their English names are just mashups of two words, like, you know, like, what am I trying to think of? Bulbasaur is bulb, like a plant bulb, and, you know, a soar, like a lizard. Or Charmander is char, like, you know, as in charring food or whatever, and salamander, or, you know, that sort of thing. And I didn't think about it until recently that, well, I had always assumed that Geodude's name was just Geo, as not as in the, I believe, no longer existing car company, but like Geo is in like geology, that sort of thing. And Dude, as in dude. But I didn't think about it until now, but it might, and probably would make more sense that it is actually a combination of Geode and Dude. So, there you go. There's your SammoBam doesn't realize things until 25 years later. Fact of the day. Can I find a Pikachu, please? I know they're like super rare encounters, but they have to be in here somewhere, right? I don't want to use, I mean, I could catch a Bellsprout or an Oddish. One or the other, I forget which. I think I caught a Bellsprout in this one earlier. I could use those to fight Slowpoke. The problem is they're grass poison types. And Slowpoke has, you know, confusion. So it's a bit of an issue. I don't remember if Slowpoke has any water type attacks. In addition, I just know it has confusion, which is scary. So I would rather not use a poison type to fight Slowpoke. Okay, I'm going to give this like 2 more encounters, let's give it like 5 more encounters, and then I'll give up on Pikachu. So that's 1. The issue is that I don't think any other, like I can find other electric types, just that none of them have electric type moves this early in the game. Like, yeah, I could probably find a Voltorb before I go into the rock tunnel. But I don't think it has an electric type attack. It just has like Tackle and Screech. And like I could get a Magnemite, but Magnemite has Tackle and nothing else. So I'd like a Pikachu, if for the only reason that because I would be able to get I'd like to be able to get Thundershock. Which Pikachu's not very strong. I know. It's not very good. But just anything with the same type attack bonus move in this game is it's a huge gain. It's a huge benefit. Because we're talking Little Cup, so everything is, all the stats are shrunk down. So if you have the same type attack bonus, that makes a huge difference. Okay, this is my last attempt, my last thing to try and catch. If it's not a Pikachu, I'm just going to move on. Also, I don't think Pikachu can be found in later routes, but I'll check around, obviously. I don't remember where else it can be caught. So, well, it's fine. We'll just work with what we've got. If we don't find a Pikachu, we'll live. Okay, unfortunately not a Pikachu. I'm mildly tempted to use Weedle just to Poison Sting and try to make Brock waste turns using full heals, but I also don't think that's worth it. So, okay. Unless there are Pikachus in this grass patch? I don't know what else is here, besides Rattata and Pidgeys. The problem with playing a game like this that's relatively close to the original game is that I don't remember a lot of how the original game functions, because I'm so used to playing this game randomized that I don't remember, like, okay, what are these items here? Like, what could it possibly be? I have no idea, because I don't remember. Because it's like, it's always just jumbled. It's always a jumbled mess in my head now, because it's like, okay, well, I'm used to it being a randomizer, so that thing that might be a potion could actually be an elixir. So you just don't know. I just don't know, I guess I should say. Okay, I'm not going to bother looking around here. I thought I might be able to find a Spearow this early, but I don't think I can. So I'm just going to move on. And I have to decide which Pokemon do I want to... Which ones do I want to take with me? I said earlier I was thinking about Rattata and Pidgey, but I might do Rattata and Nidoran, because Nidoran has better defense. It has worse offense, and it doesn't have the same type of attack bonus, but it also has a Growl. So Pidgey has, okay, 10 attack, 10 defense, 11 speed, 9 special. We're going to outspeed these Pokemon no matter what. It's no big deal with these Pokemon. So, okay, 10, 11, 10, 10, 10, 10, 11, 9. Okay. I'd rather have the higher defense right now. Bulbasaur is 10, 10, 10, 12, which is not helpful. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try Rattata and Nidoran female. We'll try this team against Brock, and I don't have to fight the other trainer, because why? Okay, how many potions do I have? I have 4 potions. I can buy a couple more with the money that I have. I might do that just in case, because this thing doesn't restrict me as far as, like, you can't use items and I'll only fight him with 2 Pokemon. That would be ridiculous. So let's see, I can buy 2 potions. Okay, that's fine. I don't think I'm going to need 6 potions, but I also have no idea. I think it would be better to lead with Nidoran just to use Growl as much as I can, just so his Pokemon will do less damage, and then switch to Rattata and Tail Whip and then start attacking. I think that's the best call here. That's at least what I will tell myself. So, the goal here is to... I don't have to fight that kid, because he's going to give me, like, no money. I know I saved, like, 4 seconds ago, but I should have saved right before Brock. Okay. So, we're going to lead with Nidoran. Use Growl a bunch. And then switch to Rattata, Tail Whip a bunch. And then just tackle down what he has. If I remember correctly, because Onix is not Little Cup legal, obviously. So he still has the Geodude. And in the first version of this patch, he had a Rhyhorn. So we'll see if... Oops, I didn't mean to use items there. That's my mistake. Okay, I'm faster, obviously. I want to lower Geodude's attack until he only does 1 damage to Nidoran. And as far as I know, Geodude only has Tackle, from what I remember. So he has like he doesn't have Defense Curl, doesn't have anything else. So I think 4 Growls might be able to do it. Okay, that's a little scary. Forgot about crits being a possibility. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to use a potion. As long as it doesn't crit here, I'm fine. Good. Okay, now we're switching. I'm going to tail up the crap out of him. 5 Growls might not be enough to make sure he only does... Okay, good. I was going to say it might still not do 1 damage to Rattata, because Rattata has lower defense. But there is still the possibility of crits, as I was about to say. Okay, 2 Tail Whips. I'm gonna try to do 6 Tail Whips. It's 3, 4. I don't want to risk this, because if he crits me, he'll knock out Rattata right there with 7 damage. I think it was 7 damage. That's how much his crit did. Okay, let's just go with that for now. Okay, that did a fair amount of damage. As long as I can actually hit him, that would help. Thank you. Okay, I think I might be able to get him in 2 more hits. I think. Okay, that crit absolutely mattered in the worst possible way. Okay. 1 more should do it. Okay, he missed, thankfully. First time he's missed. I know Tackle has 95 accuracy, but it feels like it has about 30, usually, sometimes. Okay, he does still have a Rhyhorn. We're going to switch back to Nidoran. I believe Rhyhorn only has Horn Attack. But it's going to do more damage because it's a Rhyhorn. Yikes. Okay, that's with a Growl. It still does 5 damage. Okay, 3 Growls. I hope it doesn't crit here. Okay. I'm going to use a potion. I think, was that 3 Growls? I think it was. I'm gonna go all in on growls. I'm gonna do 6 growls. And I think I'm actually gonna leave Nidoran in because it doesn't say I have to keep every Pokemon awake or alive. I think that was 6. Okay. We'll try it again. I messed up. I used an extra one. That's my bad. Okay, I'm just going to leave Nidoran in and have her attack. She's only going to do 1 damage. But that's fine. That's no big deal. She's done her due diligence. She growled at this thing a bunch. That's all I can ask of her. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use a potion on Rattata. No, I don't want to do that yet. Never mind. I thought he had less HP. I thought he had like 9. Then I would have probably said forget it, but... He has 13. That's fine. And then we just have to tail... Okay. So, Rhyhorn's going to do a lot of damage to Rattata, which worries me a lot. Oops. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. We need to tail up a few times so I can actually hit him for some damage. Okay. 2 damage is not bad. The crit could be devastating, though. As I say it, I really should not say things. Okay, we're going to reset. Let's try that again. I really shouldn't even tempt fate about that sort of thing. So, Rhyhorn's crit did 11 damage to Rattata. Okay. Alright, try it again. It's totally fine. These are the risks you run when you play this game. When you play this game. Oh crap! I put the wrong Pokemon up front. I should have paid more attention to that. Sorry, my bad. I thought I had Nidoran out front. Okay, let's try it again. Third time's the charm. All right. Okay, let's do this properly this time. I should have taken the precaution. I should have healed up Rattata when I had the chance. That was my mistake. Okay. Start with growls again. I have to keep track of how many growls I do this time, because I don't want to accidentally over-growl like I did with Rhyhorn. So I'm keeping count on my fingers. I just hope I don't drop my controller in the meanwhile. This is 4. That's 5. So Geodude should only be doing 1 damage to me now. Good. That's 6 growls. Okay. Good. Now I'm going to switch to Rattata, and I'm going to heal Nidoran now. I'm going to heal Nidoran here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, 6 potions I'm hoping is enough. Okay. I do wish Rattata had more HP. Oops, not what I meant to do. Okay, now we whip. That was 1. That was 2. Okay. Thank you, Geodude. Somebody was going to miss there for some reason. I don't know why. That's 4. Okay, that's 5. 1 more will be as good as we can get for here. Get 4? What does that even mean? Okay. This is as good as we're going to do. That did a lot of damage. That did like 1/3 of his HP. More than 1/3, actually. Not bad. Okay. So we're going to knock him out in 1 more hit. Unless I miss. Thankfully I didn't. I didn't crit either, which was very important. Okay. Good. Good. Now I realize here I should have healed Rattata before the before the knockout on Geodude. Because I have to heal... Okay. You know what? We're going to start with growls. And then I'm going to heal both up when Rhyhorn only deals 1 damage. It's 2 growls. It's 3. I'll need to heal both of them up in just a moment after this hit, probably. Yeah, I don't want to risk getting knocked out with a crit. Okay, that was 3 growls. Why with the crit? Bad timing. I need to remove that word from my lexicon until the end of this battle. Because every time I say it, it happens. Without fail. So that was 5 growls. One more will do it. Now I'm going to heal Rattata. Okay, so even after 6 growls... Okay, Rhyhorn still does 13, or still does 2 damage per hit. That's scary. Okay. I know I'm going to run out of potions, but I need to do this. Because I want to keep... do I want to keep it around? Okay, you know what? No, we're going to switch to Rattata. We're going to start using Tail Whips. Because I don't think it's worth it to leave Nidoran in there. Because she can only do 1 damage right now. And if I do all of my Tail Whips, then if Rattata gets knocked out, then Nidoran can still do some damage. Instead of leaving Nidoran in there to, you know, to do 1 damage per hit. Okay, that was 5 Tail Whips, I think. Okay. We're good. I really don't want to use my last potion, but I also... Oops. I really should. Because I want to keep Rattata around for as long as I can, because it can at least, you know, get same type attack bonus off Tackle, and has a better attack stat than Nidoran, so... Okay, come on, Rattata. Wow, that does so much damage. That's amazing. Okay. I had to use 6 potions to do it. And we're not done yet. I think we're done now. Okay, good. Whew. Alright. Well, we won. We beat Brock. Thank goodness. Got a badge. Very nice. Okay, now the real question is, did the achievements pop up? I didn't notice. I wasn't paying very close attention, obviously. Okay, there's that one. Okay. Alright, we got both of them. Nice. Okay. Well, we made some pretty good progress in the game. Got our first badge in the first episode, which is the same thing as I did last time. So I'm pretty happy about that. And we got 3 achievements today. So next time, we're going to keep going. So I got to heal up, grab our other Pokemon back, because we desperately need them. So that's going to do it for this episode of Pokemon Red Little Cup. I hope you've enjoyed this initial episode, because we're going to keep going with it. So thank you everybody for watching. Please click the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel for more of this. And I will talk to you all next time.